Love is a word people use all the time, but very few truly understand what it asks from us. Many believe love is about finding the right person, the perfect moment, or the perfect connection. But the truth is, love begins long before that. It begins with how we understand ourselves, how we treat others, and how we handle emotions when things are not easy. Real love is not built in dramatic moments. It grows quietly through respect, patience, listening, and genuine care. It is not about controlling someone or trying to impress them. It is about creating a space where two people can be honest, comfortable, and human. And when you begin to understand these simple truths, love stops feeling confusing and starts feeling natural. Authentic love begins with understanding yourself. Before anyone can build a meaningful connection with another person, there has to be some clarity about who they are inside. Many people enter relationships hoping someone else will fix their loneliness, insecurity, or confusion. But when someone depends on another person to fill those emotional gaps, the connection slowly becomes pressure instead of love. Self-understanding means paying attention to your own emotions, reactions, and values. It means asking yourself simple questions like why certain things trigger you, what kind of behavior you truly respect, and what kind of environment helps you feel calm and open. When you start recognizing these things, you become more honest in how you communicate and how you treat others. This awareness also helps you respond instead of react. Instead of letting frustration control your words, you pause and understand
What you're feeling. That kind of emotional clarity creates a healthier and more stable connection.
respect and emotional safety are the foundation of any meaningful connection. When people feel respected, they feel comfortable being their real selves. They do not feel the need to hide their thoughts, filter every word, or constantly worry about being judged. That sense of safety allows conversations to become deeper and more honest. Respect is often shown in small, everyday actions. It appears in the way someone listens without interrupting, the way disagreements are handled calmly, and the way personal boundaries are honored. Even when opinions are different, maintaining a respectful tone keeps the connection strong and balanced. Emotional safety also means being careful with how words are used during difficult moments. People remember how they were treated when they were vulnerable. When someone knows their feelings will not be dismissed or mocked, trust begins to grow naturally. Over time, that trust becomes the space where genuine connection can exist. Listening deeply is one of the most underrated parts of building a real connection. Many people believe communication is mostly about speaking well or saying impressive things, but in reality, people feel closer to those who truly listen to them. When someone listens with full attention, it shows genuine interest and care. Deep listening means being present in the moment. Instead of thinking about what to say next, the focus stays on understanding the meaning behind the words. Sometimes people are not only sharing information, they are also sharing emotions, experiences, and small pieces of their life. When someone feels heard, they naturally become more open. They begin to share more honestly, without feeling pressured or rushed. This creates a comfortable rhythm in conversations where both people feel valued. Over time, this kind of listening builds trust because it shows that the connection is not about impressing, but about understanding each other. Consistency is one of the quiet forces that makes love feel stable and real. In the beginning, many people focus on big gestures or exciting moments. Those things can feel special, but they do not define the strength of a connection. What truly builds trust is the pattern of behavior that repeats day after day. When someone is consistent, their actions match their words. If they say they care, their behavior reflects that over time. It shows in simple things like being reliable, communicating honestly, and treating the other person with the same respect, even when life becomes busy or stressful. Consistency also creates emotional security. When people know what kind of energy they will receive from someone, they feel calmer and more relaxed around them. They are not constantly guessing or worrying about sudden changes in behavior. Over time, these steady actions become the real proof of care, because genuine love grows stronger through reliability and patience. Empathy plays a very important role in creating a meaningful connection. It is the ability to understand how another person feels, even when their experience is different from your own. Instead of quickly judging or dismissing their emotions, empathy encourages you to pause and see the situation from their perspective. When someone feels that their emotions are understood, they naturally become more comfortable sharing their thoughts. They do not feel the need to defend themselves or explain every detail. This sense of understanding creates a calmer and more supportive environment where both people can communicate openly. Empathy also helps during disagreements. Instead of focusing on proving who is right, the focus shifts toward understanding why the other person feels the way they do. This approach reduces tension and makes conversations more productive. Over time, empathy strengthens emotional connection because it shows genuine care for another person's feelings and experiences. Healthy love grows through patience and mutual growth. Real connections do not develop perfectly or instantly. People come with different experiences, habits, and ways of thinking, so understanding each other takes time. Patience allows both individuals to learn about each other without rushing the process. When patience is present, mistakes are treated as opportunities to understand rather than reasons to criticize. Everyone has moments where they misunderstand something or react emotionally. Instead of letting those moments damage the connection, patience creates space to talk, reflect, and move forward. Mutual growth is also important because relationships are not meant to keep people the same. As time passes, people change, learn new things, and develop new perspectives. A healthy connection supports that growth rather than resisting it. When both people encourage each other to improve and become better versions of themselves, the relationship becomes a place where learning, respect, and understanding naturally continue to develop. In the end, love is not something complicated or mysterious. It is built through simple human qualities that people practice every day. When someone understands themselves, shows respect, listens with attention, stays consistent, shows empathy, and allows space for growth, a strong connection begins to form naturally. Real love does not depend on perfect moments or impressive gestures. It grows through patience, honesty, and the willingness to understand another person's experience. These small actions, repeated over time, create trust and emotional comfort. When people approach love with maturity and awareness, the connection becomes more meaningful. It becomes a space where both individuals feel respected, heard, and supported. And when that happens, love stops being something that needs to be forced. It simply becomes a natural part of how two people relate to each other.